amazing business women that run thriving businesses in Lagos. They shared their stories, challenges, and what they need to grow. First, we met Simisola Adebayo. She's 30 years old, runs a successful luxury perfume and beauty product business. She imports her products majorly from Dubai, and she has grown her sales significantly through online marketing. But here's the problem. Simisola struggles with high transaction fees, fluctuating exchange rates, and she has, she faces major delays in payments. So these challenges have made it very hard for her to manage her cash flow and ensure timely delivery to her customers. So what Simisola needs is, a simple, cost-effective payment solution that supports multiple payment methods and offers her reliable exchange rates. So she has peace of mind. She can, our businesses can run smoothly. Next, we met with Kausarat Aduagba. She operates a successful fashion retail business. She's about 26 years old, and some of her challenges includes high transaction fees, unpredictable exchange rates, complicated payment processes, and even delays in payment verification. And what she basically needs is, a one-stop platform where, she can pay her suppliers globally without multiple steps or intermediaries. Lastly, we spoke to Kabirat Aduagba. She's just 22 years old, and she runs a retail business focused on fashionable clothes, home decor, accessories, and she sources her goods majorly from China. However, Kabirat is facing, three major challenges: high transaction fees, unreliable exchange rates, and difficulty tracking payments to suppliers. What she's looking for is a secure, low-cost payment platform, competitive exchange rates, to get Chinese yuan, and a way to easily track her payments so she can focus on scaling her business. And if you look at it from these three conversations, it is clear that these three women all share a common goal, which is to grow their businesses without being held back by payment challenges. So our competitors primarily target personal users, and they are regionally focused, e.g. a middleman focuses just on the Chinese market, and a Mukuru, for example, they focus more on remittance. PayPal, on the other hand, they are built for, businesses managing cross-border supplier payments. What really differentiates us or makes us unique are key offerings. We have multiple currency support. We are going to be covering more regions. So we're expanding our access to multiple key regions: Turkey, China. Also, we'll be offering business growth loans. We'll be giving finance solutions to help our businesses scale their operations. Lastly, flexible payment methods. We're tailoring our payment structures to suit diverse business needs. Our business model canvas, these are the key elements of how our businesses operate and how we intend to create value. Will be first, our key partners will be collaborating with exchange rate aggregators and Alipay, Oanda. We would also be collaborating with payment gateway providers. Think of Flutterwave, and then lastly, we also collaborate with local and international regulators. And then we also intend to, collaborate with shipping and logistic partners, on the long run. For our key activities, we intend to focus on platform development and maintenance, real-time currency conversion, and competitive exchange rate monitoring. We'll also be providing a secure and fast payment processing platform. And for our key resources, in order to build our products, we'll be, needing product managers, front-end engineers, and the likes, right? Our value proposition, our solution basically targets SMEs importing from China and Turkey for a start, and then we'll be providing onboarding, solutions for new importers, and we're also providing dedicated account managers for frequent users. So for our channels, we intend to reach our customers through social media partnerships, communities, email marketing, display ads in order to create awareness and drive, engagement. For our revenue streams, our customer segment, so we are going to be focusing on three major, primary groups, like I said earlier: SMEs in Africa, frequent importers across various sectors, and corporate buyers. So how do we intend to make money? We intend to make money from through transaction fees, currency conversion markups, subscription plans, data monetization, in-app ads, and then our cost structure. It includes technology infrastructure, partnerships, and customer acquisition efforts. Our marketing strategy focuses on 5 key areas. First, direct business setup, sign up. We directly engage with SMEs and entrepreneurs who are importing goods, especially from countries that we're focusing on for starters. We'll be partnering with export councils, business hubs, and associations that support SMEs involved in international trade. Um, We'll also be leveraging social media platforms to reach businesses and influencers in trade-related industries. We also intend to work with trade influencers, and trusted influencers basically to build our credibility and reach. We would also, try to scale our business through a structured referral program. Our success metrics, we have 5 success metrics that we intend to use to track the impact of our solution. First, customer acquisition rate will be measuring the number of new users we are able to sign up per month or per quarter. And, this would help us know how effective our marketing and outreach strategies are bringing businesses into our platform. Second, transaction volume. We'll be looking into the total value and number of cross-border transactions we're able to process through our platform over time. Revenue growth, we intend to also measure the revenue generated from our transaction fees, our premium services, or subscriptions tracked monthly or quarterly. Our retention rate, will be looking at the percentage of businesses that continue to use our platform over time. We'll also be using the user satisfaction net promoter score, a kind of survey to know how likely our users are going to recommend our platform to others. Our product roadmap focuses on a 1-year plan, and these are some of the key milestones that we aim to achieve per quarter. So for Q1, which runs from January to March, we are going to be laying the foundation. We'll be focusing more on product discovery, infrastructure setup, and integration. We'll also be developing our MVP, and we intend to conduct rigorous testing and iteration to refine it. In Q2, which will be running from April to June, we intend to go live with our MVP, launch a go-to-market strategy, enhance our existing features, and look through into the feedback we get from our customers. We'll also intend to begin monitoring and optimization to improve our product performance in Q3, which will be running from July to September. Sorry, Q3, yeah, July to September. We intend to look into growth and market expansion. We want to expand our market to reach more users, introduce new features to add value. We also want to build partnerships to enhance the ecosystem and prioritize our user experience improvements. And in Q4, which will be running from October to December, we'll be looking into advanced improvements. We'll roll out global agency currency support to cater for more regions, implement advanced features, and focus on operational improvements. We also intend to conduct a performance review to assess progress and set the stage for the next phase. If peradventure we get funded by our investors, this is how we intend to allocate our funds. 40% will be going into our product development at large, 30% into our infrastructure and operations, 20% will be going into marketing and sales to expand our reach, and 10% will be going into expansion and growth initiatives. This is our revenue model, and majorly we'll be getting, our major revenue is going to come from our transaction fees. This is still an assumption, not exactly fixed yet, but we intend to charge at least 1% to 3% per transaction for all users that leverage our platform to pay their suppliers globally. We'll also be looking into subscription plans, e.g. for businesses that would like us to introduce logistics, we'll be charging them for that, and they'll be able to see analytics, e.g. see how your goods are moving, right, till it gets to your location. They'll also be charging markup on currency conversion. We'll be looking into data monetization and in-app ads. But majorly, our major revenue stream is going to come from our transaction fees. These are my incredible team members. Thank you very much. Praise Joe is going to go ahead to walk us through the demo. Thank you.
Thank you, Kausarat. Can you stop sharing so I can share my screen?
Okay.
Okay, can we see my screen?
Time up.
Oh, shit.
Or you can continue. Your
Okay.
time is up.
Okay, but can we see my screen?
Yes, I can see your
Yes,
screen.
we can.
Okay, so this is our about page. From here, you can, at a glance, you can see some of the features that we have. You can go to our blog page where we would have some news about us. You can check through our FAQs to understand how we operate and how you can convert your money. You can contact us for anything if you have issues. Then you can sign up or sign in. Let me just run us through the sign up process. So when you click on the sign up, this is the page it takes you to where you input your business name, registration number, your type, address, and country. You have the option of logging in if you mistakenly clicked on sign up instead of sign in. Then the next page would collect personal details of the person that is trying to sign up on the app for the business. Then after this, you upload your business registration documents, and an OTP will be sent to your mail where you'd have to put it here and then verify. Then click on verify, it shows verified successfully. Then you proceed to creating a password. 8 characters minimum, special character. Click on done. You log in with your email address and password. Once you log in, you get to our dashboard where you can see your wallet balance. You can fund wallets, buy RMB, buy Lira. You can also see your recent transactions here. If you click on fund wallets, it brings the option of by bank transfer or fund by debit card. If you want to do a transfer, you'd have your unique account number. And if you want to use your debit card, you click on add card. You collect the details, you save the card, proceed to funding wallet. You input the amounts you want to transfer, and then the code sent to your email. When you do that, it shows, it brings this pop-up message that your payment has been processed successfully. And if you do not receive a code, you can click on this resend here, and it brings up this. Then you verify, takes you back to the dashboard, and that is that for funding wallets. So quick action, you can buy RMB. This is the exchange rate. 1 RMB is 245 naira 67 kobo. You would input the naira you want to convert to RMB, or you can also input the RMB you want to buy. For example, if you input 1,000 here, it will automatically show you the naira that you're supposed to pay. And then when you click on buy RMB, it takes you to this page where you have to fill in your Alipay details. And then when you do that, it brings this pop-up message. And here we have the products we offer: buy RMB, buy Lira, buy AED coming soon, and USD bouquet delivery. So buy Lira is literally the same process as buy RMB, very straightforward, very easy. You input the amount, shows you the currency. You input your Wise Wallet ID, full name, QR code, brings this pop-up message. And then let's move to request a loan. So if you want to request a loan, you can either manage your existing loans. So you already have loans that you've taken, you've not paid up. You can check here to see everything. And you can take a new loan. It brings this question: how much do you want to borrow? How many months? Estimated monthly repay and the interest rates. And then you proceed. It brings this pop-up message. Okay. And if you click on manage loans, it brings this message because you do not have any loan yet. So it will take you to the take a loan page. So for the transaction page, it's a new account, so you do not have any transactions. You can filter for the start and end dates that you want to see. Then on your profile page, you can sign out, can contact us, our phone number, email address, and our social media. You can update your personal details. You can update your business details. So for these business details, if you click on no, that your business is not registered with CAC, it doesn't bring this option of putting in your RC or BN number. You can update your personal details. Then for the KYC and verification, we have the tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 1, you just input your BVN and verify. And once you verify it, it automatically takes you to the tier 2 verification, where you have to upload your government issued ID and proof of address, verify. brings this pop-up message. Then you have to fill in your withdrawal bank details. You can also withdraw your Naira from our products into your local bank, local accounts. You just input your account number and the bank here, you add bank. Then manage cards. This is where you see all the cards you've already saved on our platform. It will show here. And then you can withdraw funds. When you want to withdraw funds, you just input your amount and password. It's automatically debits our products and funds the accounts that you've already put before under the withdrawal bank details. Brings this pop-up message. And okay, you can change your password to update here. And you can delete your accounts. Brings this message. You click on yes, delete. It takes you to our homepage. And yes, this is it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Counselor. You guys. So over to our panelists. Hi, Omotayo. Do you have questions before you give the feedback?
Okay, let me just do feedback first, then questions. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I think you've done a good job. To a great extent. Your presentation was really clean. I liked that. It's just when the time was up, I was like, oh, you used too much time. So your time wasn't properly managed. There's a lot of things within this space.
Hi, Omotayo.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I think it is Imisi's connection that is bad. I was saying that okay, thank you to saying. I was saying that there's a lot of things that I see that within this space that the team did not really do a lot of research on, and I may be wrong, right? But so I'm going to ask some questions, and I am going to be able to determine and also make some comments. Can you share your presentation again? Can you go to your problem statement? You had a problem statement. Okay, cool. So you identified these three as the problems, right? High transaction fees, unpredictable exchange rates, and lack of secure payment platforms. So for the high transaction fees, how do you intend to solve it? Yeah, no, someone from the team should just speak.
Okay. Good morning. I will be speaking on behalf of Team Synergy. For the high transaction fees, there are a couple of ways that we can solve such issues. So that is also by partnering with existing systems, right? So I'll use I know Councilor mentioned Flutter, but I'll use a Paystack as an example. When you sign up to use Paystack, I don't know now, but I know as of a time that Paystack will give you free credits transfer. So for every transaction that you do, so instead of the usual 15 naira, right? There are systems that they will give you just because you're using their systems, they'll give you discounted rates. Or I know that there are ways also you can also partner with big corporations like bank, saying, okay, I will buy so say 10 million RMB. I'll buy 10 million RMB and I'll buy it at this rate because you are buying it from us. So the way we intend to solve such issues is by partnering with big systems, taking advantage of the economic situations that we might find ourselves, but mostly partnering, right? Because there's a lot of grants or there's a lot of things that systems that would help your startup flow. There's a lot of partnerships, right? So that's something. That's one of the ways.
Okay, so did you do research and find out that your competitors are not doing those partnerships? Because when something is a problem, it's not that people don't already solve this problem you're also trying to solve, or this product does not exist, right? And because even Paystack and Flutterwave also cater to the SMBs, the same market you're targeting. They cater to enterprises more, but they also cater to SMBs, right? So how are you so Paystack is not going to give you a better rate than you would get. I mean, yes, if you're bringing in more volumes, but at least at the beginning, and I need to know that you did the work in thinking through those things. And I need you to tell me what you found out. What is Paystack currently giving people? Did you anyone in the team try to understand that or try to find that out? Then also unpredictable exchange rates. How are you solving that? Are you the CBN? What was the thought process around solving that?
Hi, my
Hi,
name is Tosin.
Tosin.
Okay, our response to unpredictable exchange rates is not to profile solution as CBN, but to profile solution in the event of when the exchange rate changes abruptly, we notify our customers that exchange rates have changed, and when they are making their transaction, they make it based on the information that we provide. So it's going to be a real-time exchange rate update, and whenever they want to they don't get to make decisions abruptly without the knowledge of what is going to happen, and they don't have to go and check on any other platform as
When you say
our
knowledge,
application provide it.
yeah, when you say knowledge of what is going to happen, are you predicting the change, or you're telling them when the change has happened?
We are telling them when the change is going to happen, no predict it, right?
No, your English is quite confusing to me. You said you're going to tell them when the change is going to happen. That means you're
Oh,
predicting.
when the change is happening, like real time. That's why I mentioned real time updates.
Okay. So what difference is that from like you signing into like whatever other product you have and seeing the new exchange rate? Like you're just saying you're going to set up alert systems, maybe like email alerts or something. Is that what you're saying?
We are going to
So
notification alerts on our own apps, so that when there is exchange rates change at every point, our users get to have an idea that something has changed, and they make their decisions based on the information that we supply to them, not prediction, but information.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, I think someone else wanted to say something.
Yes, I was going to just add to that yes, instead of our clients having to log into an Oanda, for example, to check, oh, what are the rates today before I now log into PayPass, right, to do my transactions. We are giving them that one-stop platform where everything is going to be happening. So on one platform, you're seeing the real-time exchange rate, and you can just go ahead to go ahead with your transaction.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Did you as a team do any research on what the regulatory requirements are in Nigeria and in each of those countries that you want to pay into for these like kind of partnerships and payments that you're willing to do? Again, anyone can respond because I don't know if Missy is back on the call.
I didn't get the question.
Okay, sorry. Like I said, apologies for the way I sound, guys. So I said, did you, like as a team or individually in the team, do any research on what the regulatory landscape, payments is very regulated, cross-border payments even more so, right? I want to understand if you did any research on what's the regulatory requirements are for Nigeria, where like I assume you're domiciled, and the other countries that you would like to be you pay into and have these partnerships with?
Okay. We did, and we know that we require a couple of licenses and like a PSP license. We also know that, and when it comes to like regulatory compliant, like being compliant on the side of from us to our customers, we're aware of like the documents, the verification checks that we're supposed to do for individuals that are required to pay out in these countries. We're also aware of like the licenses that are required to make these partnerships available. Some of which we will achieve to get if we're funded, and some of which we would basically maybe piggyback back off someone else's license while we strive to get ours.
Okay, I say this because can you go to your map slide?
Concert. What
Sorry,
part?
what slide?
The roadmap, the one you had
Oh,
like
okay.
blah, blah, blah. So is that what you're going to be doing during discovery? Because I did not really see you talk about it. I didn't see anything, and maybe this is the wrong slide to be on. I did not see any indication on, oh, this is what it is about the regulatory and compliance and getting licenses and all of that. Also, in the onboarding that was demoed, I saw that CAC was optional. I'm like, okay, interesting. And maybe I wasn't paying attention enough. I did not see like ID verification and stuff like that. And maybe I'm expecting like too many intricate details that were not really necessary, but I always like to assume that we're actually building something and we're actually trying to invest money into something. I didn't see a lot of work going into that. And that was the reason why I asked that question, because I did not see anything on the slides or hear anything that spoke about doing
Okay.
work on compliance. And when I then looked at when the demo was then shown, it did not reflect that work on compliance has been done, because yeah, it's very important, really, around payments, because you also want to avoid being caught in the middle of people using your systems for fraudulent payments and all of those things. So that's that. There's a lot of stuff more. Payments can be very tricky spots. Some of the problems that you listed are not problems really from the payment systems, they are problems from systems and economy. And that's why when you said unpredictable exchange rates, that are you solving it? You're not CBN and you're not Tinubu or the president, and where's the governor of CBN's name? I can't remember at this moment. To be able to solve that, it's an economics problem. There's also the transaction fees. A lot of times, the reason why transaction fees are sometimes high, and this is picking at someone in fintech, right? The reason why transaction fees are high is because of the way the ecosystem is, and I'll explain. I think I'm taking too much time, but let me just give a brief explanation. We're trying to get people banked, right? Majority of Nigerians are still unbanked and underbanked. Hopefully that improves and changes. Now, in getting people banked, we have pre-existing systems, especially systems that enable cross-border. For instance, you can use NIP to do internal transfer within Nigeria. So you log into your bank, send money to Omotayo. In case you need my account number, just let me know. Send money to Omotayo's account, and then that's gone, right? However, the Bank of America or Barclays does not know. They know GT Bank, but not like you can't do NIP like a seamless transfer to them. So there are only certain ways like Swift you can use to transfer that takes 5 days, or you pay with card, right? Now cards have been available for hundreds of years, and not 200, I'm exaggerating, but they are they have certain protocols, the EMV protocols, which you can't just change, right? So for you to come into the system, you need to adhere to this thing. So cards is already one of the most globally represented or universal thing in payments. You can take your card to any country and ideally it should work, except if your bank or the card scheme has put restrictions. Now, you cannot do payments really without EMV, which is Europay, MasterCard, and Visa. Those are the big boys. They even created the protocol. That's how big they are. Do you get what I mean? They are the ones that created that standard. Now, if you can't do it without them, especially cross-border, if you want to do what's it called? You can work with Verve if you want to do local with Nigeria. You can work with InterSwitch and work with Verve and just, process or pay or receive payment or give out payment using Verve cards. But if you're doing international, you need to accept the big boys. And for you to accept the big boys, you need to meet with a partner that already has that communication with them or work with them directly, integrate to MPGS, integrate to the Visa platform. I've forgotten the name or what it's called to be able to do that, or integrate to like an issuer processor or something for you to be able to do that. Now, when you're doing that, you're going to be using their own fees, right? For processing, for everything. And unfortunately, they don't bloody care about Naira. Or they're not going to charge you in Naira, they're going to charge you in dollars, which is the reason why, when people were saying, I think we had this conversation on the FinTech Product Management Bootcamp. I don't know if Missy is back. Can share that with people where we we're talking about how Gray or Carbon came up on social media and said they were gonna charge people for failed transactions on their dollar cards. And people were like, oh, what is happening, blah blah. And had to explain to people that fintechs, everybody gets charged by the card schemes. So if you have put a card, a virtual card on your Netflix, and they've tried to charge it 5 times before you now fund it, and the sixth time it goes through, those first 5 transactions, the fintech is paying for it. That's the reason for those fees. So what's the crux of this, my long story, is that I think there's a lot of reasoning behind certain things. And I think the team needs to sit down and actually go and understand some of those intricacies. Like I said, presentation was well done. The problem is valid. Fintech there's plenty of people in fintech right now, but it's still valid because lots of people are still unable to make seamless payments. However, I think there's more work and more thought that needs to go into understanding why certain things are and then a solution based understanding. So yeah, that's basically the long story of all my long story. Thanks, Tim. You did a good job.
Thank you very much.
Over to you, Missy.
Thank you so much, Hamzat and Team Synergy. Done, guys. Okay, so we're going to spin the wheel again. Just let me know if you can see my screen. Can you confirm if you can see my screen? I need a thumbs up.
Yes. Yes, that's it, Allah.
All right. All right. Okay, so we have Team Boots and Team Stars left to present. So I'm going to be spinning it. Oh, very close. Here we have it. Team Stars, you're up next to present. So who is presenting for Team Stars?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Missy. So I'll be speaking.
Morning, please, who is that?
Tosin. This is Tosin.
Is that David or Tosin? Oh, all right.
Tosin.
Okay, so you have 15 minutes to present. So just hold on. Let me set the timer.
Omawumi will be presenting the slides. Omowumi, are you ready?
About start the time.
Yeah. Just a moment.
Okay.
Just a
Can go
moment,
ahead.
please.
Omowumi, are you able to present? You're no longer presenting.
Okay, so who else is in Team Stars here that can help present? Okay, back.
Okay.
All right, so can I begin? Let me see. I think we're good. Omowumi, are you good? You ready?
Yes, I am.
Yes,
All right. Can I begin?
yes, you can.
All right. So good morning, everyone. My name is Oluwatosin Ajitmobi, representing Team Stars. Omowumi will be presenting the slides for us. So I would like to introduce you first of all to our product. Our product is CareShield, and it's a chronic disease management platform. So you can move on to the next slide, Omowumi. So the purpose of the product, the goal is it's a software that empowers patients and with chronic conditions, just as such as diabetes and hypertension, to manage their health effectively. The thought frame for this product was how that health is a major concern, especially for people who are in older years, all right, in their mid-50s, mid-60s, and also millennials who are in their 30s, 40s, where there are symptoms and also conditions that tend to reduce their lifespan. So we thought of a product that will make that easy for them. So the purpose of the product aims to improve health outcomes, reduce hospital readmissions, and increase patient satisfaction by making it easier for patients and providers to manage chronic conditions effectively. We want to ensure that this product can be able to manage the conditions, all right, of people who are facing this, so that they can get the needed care, all right, and they can be satisfied, and they don't just have to be going to the hospitals, all right, but they can be able to do that from their homes remotely. Yeah, so you can move to the next slide. Now, the problem facing this, the problem that we seek to address with the product is, first of all, low patient adherence and health literacy. So sometimes we have cases where patients are not very clear on the steps or what they are expected to do to treat certain cases. Even sometimes patients don't have preventive measures for some of these chronic conditions that usually will start off, not very, is not very pivotal or is not very chronic yet. And so patients don't have that information that can prevent it. The second thing is high healthcare costs and poor outcomes. So we notice that usually patients who have these conditions have to visit hospitals many times, have to pay fees, all right, and usually they are not as satisfied with the outcome. The outcome usually is more like a 50-50 chance, where even they are not aware of the outcome, and usually it will come out poor. The third thing is the fragmented and inconsistent care. So because of the fact that this is chronic, there would usually be a case where patients have to keep coming for checks, for checks, for a recurrent kind of visits. And because of that, there is the tendency for healthcare providers and doctors and nurses to overlook and not be patients to make sure that things are done rightly. So let's move on to the solution. All right, Omomi, next slide. So the solution is, we'll move on to the solution now. Next slide, please. All right, so the solution that we have to this problem is remote patient monitoring, whereby patients could be able to check their necessary, they can check their health records, they can check their blood pressure, they can be able to check all of these things that will not necessarily require that they have to physically be in the hospitals. Of course, there is the place for that, but there are measures that they can take already, which can be monitored by doctors, nurses who they've of course registered with and who know them. The second solution the product aims to achieve is personalized care plans. So we would have a case where the product will be able to personalize recommendations for the disease, the chronic disease that the patient is going through. Some chronic diseases would have stages. There will be early stages, later stages, and depending on the situation, patients will be given the right recommendations, based on their own stage. The third thing this product will seek to do is integration of EHRs, that's electronic health records. This is a way where this platform will be able to generate reports of their health conditions to doctors, all right, to nurses who can be able to, once they, of course, are interacting, the patients interact with the app, all right, doctors can be able to get reports pending their next visits. The next thing is telemedicine capabilities. So this way, patients can be able to chat or reach out or have a call with their doctors, which makes that it reduces the ease or makes it easy to be able to know that, okay, there are times where visits are important, but there are times where visits may not be important yet. Next slide, please. The target market is, number one, patients with chronic health conditions. So with the product seeks to attend and address the problem of patients who have chronic health conditions. The second, people who are looking to use this product are healthcare providers and organizations. Of course, we know patients in this category would usually have healthcare providers who are with them, who would be, of course, able to use the app and be able to navigate the necessary things. Number three is also caregivers and family members of patients with chronic health conditions. So we have these are the people who would definitely be most of the time with the patients. And so even for cases where patients themselves may not be able to necessarily handle the app, they will have caregivers and family members who can do that. Of course, the app seeks to ensure that it's the navigation, the UI, UX, and all of that is very easy and simple for even the patients themselves to handle. Number four, persons who we are looking at is health insurance companies who can be able to adopt and use, of course, this app so that, of course, they can be able to relate with patients accordingly. Next slide, please. So we have case examples of people who we want to look at and, of course, how the product seeks to. So the first person we're looking at is Femi. Femi is a 55-year-old sales manager who is really inquisitive and open to technology. He is currently managing his type 2 diabetes and hypertension. He, of course, knows the importance of using technology, but he still he has not really yet taken action, all right? He's open to exploring communication, healthcare providers, but he hasn't just really taken the option. His challenges, of course, are difficulty, all right, with coordinating care among multiple providers, and also limited understanding of how to even manage his own health. So this is one of the persons that, of course, we are looking at. The second persona, is the lady by the name Linda. Linda Ositadima also she's a teacher, all right, a 52-year-old teacher who, unlike Femi, is looking at making sure that she can, manage her heart condition so that she can be active and alive to still teach our students, all right, making sure that she's also healthy and fit before retirement. Some of our frustrations, of course, is that she has to have a lot of frequent hospital visits, which of course, clashes with her time schedule for the students that she is taking. And of course, there's usually not so much easy to use tools for her to track her health consistently. And of course, this is what, these are the people that we are targeting. So the way the web application will look like, this is how the dashboard will look like. The app will have a dashboard that tracks the blood pressure, tracks the heart rate, the oxygen levels, all of the needed things for the patients, all right? And also the patient has the ability to schedule appointments with their doctors. They can also be able to get reports of their results, some of the things that they've run through the app to be able to get. Of course, like we spoke about in the solution, the telemedicine capabilities. The app gives the patients opportunity to call a doctor or to message the support team for support. Now, on the back end of this, while this is the patient's view we are looking at, the back end of this will be what the doctor and the nurses will be looking at, which is the data of the patient, and which once we develop the product, that will be regulated by the body that is in charge of data privacy, which is NDPC. All right, so that of course that is the patient can be certain that all information will definitely be protected. So, and of course the patient can be able to get alerts, all right, visits, can be able to get some recommendations, all right, with the app. Next slide, please. Business model is, we have four that we're looking at. We have freemium model for patients. So what we'll have is that there are features that will be free, but there will also be services that we would be charging for. I will show us this in the pricing model, all right, once we move later in the slide. We also have partnerships with insurance companies, which we plan to do when we collaborate with insurers, so that we can, they can be able to, so we can be able to, of course, offer the benefits to patients. Of course, we also have, users who will be paying a recurring fee. We want to be able to track retention. I'll show us that as well in the success metrics. We want it to, the point of the product is it's to serve as a health guide for patients, all right, making it easy for them to use and solving the fact of having to have visits and also having to pay exorbitant fees to, when they have appointments with their doctors. We also have licensing fees for integration with existing healthcare systems. Next slide, please. All right, so for the success metrics, we're looking at 5 core things. We have, first of all, acquisition. All right, we want to be able to measure the signups where people are, first of all, using the product, all right, and be able to traffic and be able to access the efficiency. All right, we're able to see how that is going. The next thing is activation. So we want to be able to know and measure what is the engagement, what are people focused on, what are people benefiting from the products. Another thing we'll be tracking is referral. How likely are patients going to recommend it with others? We know for a fact that anything that has to concern health, particularly, usually patients who benefit from things in terms of their health would usually want to tell someone else about it, tell their friends, tell their loved ones about it. Another thing, number 4, is retention, where we would be checking the frequency of patients using the apps. Once they are, of course, using the apps regularly, definitely it means they are experiencing some satisfaction. Finally would be revenue, where the funds, all right, once we can measure how much people are able to put in for the plans, definitely is because they can see the benefits that it's offering them. Next slide, please. All right, well, we move on to the product roadmap, how the product will start from start to finish. So we have 3 phases of the product, which will span for a year. We have the product research. That's where the research and planning will take place in the first quarter. We have the product development and testing that will be in the second quarter. At the same time, we will have design implementation, which will be happening both in the first and the second quarter. We have the we'll be implementing updates and having a beta testing between second to third quarter. Then by third quarter to fourth quarter, we start to finalize everything. Then we can then proceed to launching the campaign. So this clearly shows us from start to finish how the product will be developed from birth and to process. Now, moving on, we're looking at the market size. So there's a study that we looked at that showed that the current market size for the global chronic disease management is projected at $4.5 billion by 2027, growing at a CAGR of 22.5%. So we can notice from this that this is something that will actually be a need, even as based on the key growth drivers in the slide, we can see that chronic diseases are something that will still be prevalent in the coming years. There will also be a growing demand for remote monitoring solutions where people don't have to physically visit clinics and hospitals before they are able to track some basic things that are that will usually be instrumental to watch their health conditions. All right. Then of course we also have the third key growth driver, which is escalating healthcare costs. All right, driving need for efficient management. So that is
Your
what
time is up.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Can I wrap up in just 2 minutes, please?
All right.
All right. Thank you. So we have the pricing plan, all right, where this is the subscription model and also the pay-per-use model. All right, all of this is here. Then, of course, these are the team members, myself, Ajetumobi Tosin, and my other members are also present here. David is not present. He had an engagement, but others are here. I think that is next slide. I think that is all. Amomi, can you please share the final slide? All right, so okay, this is our ask to be able to have the ask of $100,000 for operational costs, user acquisition, product development, and marketing. So thank you very much for listening. Yes, so we'll be open to questions and feedback. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, question. First of all, good slide. Great. Good slide. This is Team Stars, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Mommy, can you please have the slides up?
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure I got the right name. Yeah, good healthcare is something that we definitely need to invest a lot more technology in. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, good like problem to try and solve. I've got a few questions. I think I saw some parts when you were presenting where you said something about your product being able to sorry, your product being able to get the blood pressure and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
So we have it. The product helps to do is because this is not going to be a product that is outside of hospitals and clinics. This will be a case where the app is assisting or working with clinics already. So when a patient goes into a clinic, they can be able to, of course, get their blood pressure and all of that, and have their records and all of that. And so what happens is that on the first try or on the first visit, they have all their records. Then, of course, once they are, of course, logged in on the app, they can now be able to have, because they are going to be having a conversation, like I said, with their doctors who are going to be from certain hospitals who, based on that, and based on the information they already have about them, can be able to check their blood pressures and, of course, have that, be reflected in the app as a feedback.
Okay. But I think that contradicts what you've said your product aims to do, because you said it is management for chronic diseases, so they don't always have to go to the hospital before they know what is going on. So person already has their diagnosis. You have, God forbid, not you. I mean, just do like African parents, not you. Person has diabetes, for instance, or hypertension, high blood pressure, not hypertension. And the person is supposed to monitor it, right?
Yeah.
Or you're saying for the person to monitor it using your product, the person still needs to go to the hospital. And what I understood, and maybe I understood wrong, was that by using your product, the person was going to, because you had a case of the lady that was the teacher, and she didn't want to go to the hospital all the time to clash with her teaching and all of those things.
Yeah. Omotayo, can I answer that question?
Yes, please.
Okay. So there are different instances where the patient will need to visit the hospital, but there are also self-use, single-use strips, which have barcodes and can be confirmed, which the patient uses at home to check their blood sugar level when they pee in the toilet, and they can use that to check. Or for someone who has a case of high blood pressure, they can have a self-use high blood pressure machine at home, which they use at intervals and which they log in the details that the machine confirms. So this helps to put it in all the information in one place as they go.
Okay, so I still need to buy a Speak and all of those things, correct? Correct? Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I said I still need to buy a Speak and those things.
Yes, because it's a long-term illness. It's not one-off health management issue. So it's a long time. It has to be constantly tracked, and so they can also see. So for the doctors to also see the effect of the medication and the treatment plan and the personalized treatment plan they give.
Okay, so it helps to monitor. Cool. Have you thought about how to make it? What was your? Do you have a plan around old people using it or very elderly people using this product? Like accessibility for them or ease of use for them. Was that something that you considered?
Yes, Omotayo. So what we had considered was, and which is what I shared in the slide, caregivers and family members who are not as old will usually be able to, and let me start with that first of all. So caregivers and family members of these old persons will be able to they'll be able to access that very well. Based on, of course, how everything is clearly stated, or everything looks like, based on how the UI UX would be and how everything will be set up. Then we also have that even the app also seeks to be very, very that's why from the application interface, if we can share that, the app seems to be very straightforward for an old person to be able to. So we don't have anything that is too. Yeah, that's it. You just passed it. We don't have anything that the application interface. We don't have anything on the app that is, yeah, thank you, that is too that makes it too cumbersome or too difficult for a person to understand. So those are the two things that we looked at: caregivers and family members who can be able to help and assist if there is a problem with site or problem with using the app. Then also, we would also have cases where there are old people who can, just like the user personas that we shared, we'll have cases of people who can figure out the app by themselves. Yeah.
Okay, 52 is not old, though. It's 52 old.
Well, not that old, not that old.
Let's know what I'm talking about it. Anyway, I'm not 50.
Not that
Yeah,
old.
I think there needs to be some more thought into older people using it, because some of these like recurring or diseases that are usually managed are typically in a higher percentage, or what's the English I'm looking for here, mostly by older people, is older people that typically have things like that, right? Doesn't mean young people don't. It just means I think the market for something like this would be more old people. And yes, caregivers, but I was just thinking about my grandpa, right? He's the one that checks my own blood pressure, if I'm being honest. It's only when I'm around him, he will bring out his speaker and start saying, okay, everybody come and check. Do you get what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and he also uses social media, and he's what, 80 something? He's going to be 90, so it's like 89, and he still uses he uses technology up to like a very good sense, all these BCs and stuff, So to a large extent, he can still navigate stuff. But I was looking at the fonts you had. He has very giant fonts on his phones. So I was just looking at, I just wanted to suggest that you look a little more into how to make it a bit more accessible for them, because them even having, like I said, I think they are in the majority for these kind of diseases, or these kind of things that you're trying to solve for. And a number of them, maybe not all, and maybe I'm fortunate to have like educated, or my grandparents from both sides are very, very educated people, and I feel like you can teach them. Even people that are not educated still use devices today. Do you get what I mean? If it
Yeah.
is easy to use, if it is very accessible for them, if it's intuitive, let there be sound, your blood pressure, something, you have an appointment, not just drop down notification, let there be sound notification for them. Do you get? So there's ways people that are ahead of, like, that have sight issues today, even as young people, use devices and use technology. We have Siri and all of those things that people use. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to ask that, to see if you had put some thought into that, and then also suggest that that is done. I think I wouldn't take too much more time. I think yeah, good job, Tim. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Omotayo, and well done, Team Stars. Well done. Okay, so I think I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so the last team to present will be Team Boots. So, back to you, Team Boots. Who's going to be presenting for Team Boots?
Hello, good morning, Imisi.
Hi, Mr.
Yes, first me. I'm the one that will be presenting for Team Boots, and Olaimi will be sharing the slide that we will be working with.
All right, so don't let me know.
Okay, can everybody hear me so I can start? Olaimi, are you good?
Yes, I can hear you. Are you ready?
Olaimi, are you good to go?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Olagunjo Oluwanifesimi, and I will be presenting on behalf of Team Boots. our product is it's called CourseCraft AI, and it's an e-learning platform. Allow me, next slide, please. But yeah. So it is an e-learning platform that seeks to solve a problem. So in recent years, we have noticed that like e-learning has gone so much. Everybody has access to different products that they use for to learn online and all of that. And so, but the issue that the problem that CourseCraft seeks to solve is there has been an issue of creating high quality, engaging, and monetizable online courses. And it still poses a challenge for educators, I mean, the creators of the courses. And because of time, effort, technical complexity, and a lot of things, we have researched and we have decided to create a product that seeks to provide solutions to this issue. So the solution that CourseCraft is tackling is to provide an AI-powered all-in-one solution that automates and simplifies course creation process for educators while providing learners with a library of engaging, accessible, and personalized courses for a seamless learning experience. The goal is for creators to focus on delivering impactful learning experiences while reducing the complexity of course production and management, and for learners to gain easy access to diverse, high quality, and engaging courses tailored to their needs. Yeah, next slide, please. So while doing our research, we did a market overview. The e-learning market is booming, and it is expected to hit a $375 billion by 2026. The rise in online education and corporate training presents a huge need for easy course creation tools. So an analysis of user preferences revealed strong interest in a new e-learning platform, with participants highlighting a desire for more innovative features like easy content creation, analytics for tracking progress, interactive learning tools, affordable pricing, multiple language. And in the charts by the side, you can see how 88.9% of users are willing to embrace a new learning platform if it contains the above mentioned features. Yes, so our key offerings, we have two major users. We have the educators and the learners, and our key offerings for the educators are AI-powered course creation, advanced video editing, multi-language support, integrated monetization, engagement analytics, custom branding, team collaboration, certification management. And for the learners, our key offerings are course library interactive learning, certification, and multi-language learning. So our target audience, like I said earlier, we have two major users. The first people are the creators, the independent educators and trainers, content creators, influencers, small businesses and entrepreneurs, educational institution, corporate training departments or institutes. The other set of the users are individuals seeking personal development, professionals seeking certifications, and global learners. Okay, so our first user persona is Sarah, and she's a 30-year-old who works as a marketing manager. and she has goals. She wants to earn more, gain more certificates to boost her resume, to find better jobs. She wants to learn actionable skills to apply immediately at work. So her frustrations are to find affordable, high quality courses and find platforms that lack, and she has not found platforms that have engaging content or practical exercises. She seeks to advance her career, learn new skills in data analytics, digital marketing, but she's also looking for something that is also very affordable, right? She's also looking for something that can help her learn faster with quizzes and downloadable materials. Our next slide. The previous one, not this one. Yeah, sorry. Our second user personnel is David. He's a 40-year-old high school teacher and he's a freelance educator in New York. He seeks a streamlined, cost-effective way to create professional, engaging courses while expanding his reach globally through multi-language support. He's motivated by looking for a way he can create content and save time on it, monetize his expertise and build personal brand as an educator. His frustrations is that he has limited time for creating and editing professional courses and materials. He struggles with video editing and creating engaging visuals. He has difficulty navigating different platforms for course hosting, marketing, and payments. Next slide, please. So our user story and acceptance criteria, workflow examples. So it's very easy. You're able to get onboarded on the platform, and you can select your preferred language because we're saying that we want to reach global people globally, and our reach is global so that people can access different languages. Course discovery. As a learner, you can search by course. You can search for keywords and find the courses in your field. You have, as a learner also, you have quizzes and different engaging you have different quizzes and engaging things on the platform that would help you understand your course better, and so that you can prove that like what you learned, you understand it, right? For the you can easily purchase your products, your courses, and yes. Okay, so we can go to the next. So the key benefits of CourseCraft AI is to access diverse content and community engagement, personalized recognition and seamless learning experience, global multi-language accessibility, professional recognition, ease of collaboration, time saving, increased revenue, improved course quality, and enhanced learner experience generally. So we did a competitive analysis, and these are our main competitors: Coursera, Udemy, Teachable, and LinkedIn Learning. So with Coursera, their strength is partnership with top institutions, robust academic and corporate courses, recognized certifications. So the weaknesses are limited customization for creators, institution-driven content rather than creator-focused. And our gap opportunity here is there is no significant AI-driven tools for course creation or efficiency, leaving room for innovation in this area. Udemy Their affordable, larger user base, strong cost variety. Their weaknesses are overcrowded marketplace with inconsistent cost quality, no built-in AI automation. Our gap opportunity here is that they lack tools to streamline content creation, cost creation, making it harder for creators to build tailored automated content. With Teachable, their strengths are branding capabilities, integrations for independent creators, and their weaknesses are minimal automation in cost building, significant time and resources required for manual development. The gap opportunity here for Costcraft is no integrated AI tools to optimize or automate workflows, which could attract time-constrained creators. For LinkedIn Learning, the strengths are corporate connections, skill-based courses, professional networking integration, and their weaknesses are they are focused on corporate learners, they lack flexibility and efficiency for independent creators. Our core gap opportunity here is absence of AI-driven customization for creators or learners, making it rigid compared to dynamic platforms. Right, our business model canvas. Our major key partners are educators and trainers, content creators, small businesses and entrepreneurs, educational institutions, individuals seeking personal development, professionals seeking certifications, AI and technology providers, payment gateway, and cloud services. Our key activities are designing and developing an intuitive and engaging platform for both the educators and the learners, building relationships with educational institutions, marketing and customer acquisition. Our key resources are our development team, support team, marketing team. The value proposition for Costcraft is for creators, it's an all-in-one AI-powered cost creation platform that automates cost generation to make professional cost creation effortless, engaging, and globally accessible. For learners, it offers access to diverse, high-quality courses with interactive features, progress tracking, and verified certificates. Customer relationship are educators and trainers, content creations, and the other people that were mentioned are key partners. Our cost structure is development cost for AI tools, cloud infrastructure for cost storage and video processing, digital marketing campaigns, salaries for development, design, marketing, and support team. So our revenue stream is subscription plans, transaction fees, percentage of revenue from cost sales, add-ons, charges for premium templates and advanced features, enterprise licensing, custom pricing for academic institutions and corporations. Our marketing strategy, we plan to use social media, engage TikTok, LinkedIn. We also plan to use content marketing, blogs, YouTube tutorials focused on creation tips, email marketing, send personalized campaign, targeting educators, influencers, and institutions, search engine marketing, paid search campaigns, using high intent keywords related to e-learning and course creation. Partnerships and collaboration, we reach out to influencers, universities, and corporate departments and institutions that are interested in this, in fostering their education and their courses. We also plan to use webinars and demos, showcase the platform capabilities to potential users through short videos. Okay, so our success metrics. First success metrics is user adoption. We plan to achieve 2,000 active users within the first 3 months post-launch and retain at least 60% of users after 6 months. User engagement, we plan that users spend an average of 30 minutes per session on course creation and at least 50% of users complete a course within 3 months. Feature functionality. 90% of users successfully create courses using core features, AI-generated content, video editing, quizzes, and payments. Revenue targets, we seek to generate $50,000 in revenue within the first 6 months and achieve a monthly recurring revenue growth of 10% post-launch.
Okay, so your time is up. If it's
Okay, sorry. Okay. Sorry, just 2
So-
minutes.
Are you done?
3 minutes. We're almost done. So our roadmap is discovery and planning. That's where we're at Q1 quarter one would do a lot of team formation, initial design, wireframe, and tech infrastructure. For quarter two, we plan to do an MVP development, AI generated course outline, lesson plans, video editing, multi-language. This is where we plan to develop most of our features. In quarter three, we will do a lot of beta testing and iterative improvements. And for quarter four, we'll do a public launch and optimization. And after which we'll start planning for the next year. Sorry, the next slide, please. We're almost done. Yes, so our pricing, we have a starter, which is $0. For the creators, we have $15. Then Pro is $25, and for the enterprise custom, for the enterprise, we would charge them on a custom pricing. For funding, for the funding allocation, our product development team will take 40%. Our marketing will take 30%, and operations will take 15%, scaling and innovation 10%, contingency reserve 5%. Next slide, please. This is our team, myself, Simiola Gunju, Benita Onuewu, Ogenetega Liu, Olayemi Victoria Ola. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Well done, Ifesimi. Well done to Team Boots. So, Ayomotayo.
Yeah. Well done, team.
Yeah, like any questions that, or you share your feedback?
Yeah. First of all, well done, guys. I think you have done a good job, and I think it's a valid problem. When I saw the stuff, I was like, this Trafford competitor. I expected to see Trafford in your competitive analysis, so that you may see her and Favor. I don't know if Favor is on the call to come and pick one or two things to use to redefine what we're doing. Okay. Cool. I think Udemy allows individual contributors to upload, right? Because I know I saw, can you go back to the slide of your competitive analysis? Yes, what did you say it was? Oh, okay. The opportunity for them is no gap analysis. Yeah. So the question I had for you was, how do you plan to ensure the quality of content? And also, and most importantly, what does AI automation look like? I saw it a bunch of times, but AI automation, I think AI is a buzzword that lots of people use, and AI can be used in a lot of ways, right? What for this product, for your team, what does AI automation look like? That's question one. Question two is, how do you plan to manage the quality? Because that's one problem. Because Udemy does basically the same thing that you're trying to do. Works with corporates, allows individual people upload course content, all of those things, right? How do you now, how have you decided to solve the two weaknesses you have identified? Inconsistent course quality, and I want to understand what AI automation looks like. So I think those are my first two questions. Hello?
I'll be answering that question. Hi, Nifesime. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Tega.
Hi, good morning. Okay, so for AI automation, it is basically making the work a bit faster and seamless. You know how with ChatGPT, you can just put in whatever you want and it helps you create or helps you define whatever whatever thoughts you have in your head. It helps you bring it out. So basically, you do not have to go between that and ChatGPT and all of that. You already have that inbuilt on the website application. So you want to create.
Cutting you short. I
Sorry.
am so sorry. Can
Okay.
you go back a few seconds? You said the AI helps you. Like I'm sorry. Like it's lumped up in my head. It helps you bring out what is in your head. Like, is that what you said?
So
Okay.
you know you can have something in your head, but you do not exactly have how to define it, how to say it in the right words.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So it can help you create course outlines. Really, it can help you redefine whatever you have in your head, and yeah, basically. And then it can help you also create images. You know, you can create personalized images if you want to have maybe graphs and images on your course outlines. There's an AI component there that helps you create. You just put in whatever you want, whatever kind of image you want, and it helps you create that. So you don't have to go and buy images from, you know, the other places where you purchase images from, and you don't have to use other people's images and have issues. So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, cool. So is it going to be like a chatbot? How are you going to implement it? What did you do? Because I didn't see and maybe I missed this. How are you using an existing AI tool so for instance, some people already have like AI chatbot. Some people use ChatGPT, what's the name of the other Copilot, all those other things into integrated into their system to be able to provide these services, right?
Yeah.
Customer service products have or customer support products have AI chatbots. Are you building your own? How will it look like?
Yeah, so we would integrate for text, for course outlines and the rest. We would integrate ChatGPT. For images, we would integrate Midjourney. So like we're going to be using basically we're going to be integrating other AI platforms. Yeah.
So can you go to your roadmap?
Okay.
I was wondering if it was just me that couldn't see the screen. Oh. Okay, cool. So in this MVP development, you're talking about integrating. I'm assuming on your behalf because you did not write it. You're talking about integrating to the different services that will be able to allow you provide those things.
Yes,
correct?
please.
Oh. So yeah, that was not expressly stated. So the second question I had at the beginning, how are you going to ensure that quality? What's your game plan for that? How do you know that Omotayo is qualified to be teaching products? Because I can come and teach mechanical engineering. Something I know, I mean, it's not nothing about, but I know very little about, or little to an extent. How do you do that quality check?
So, to be honest, that wasn't maybe go back to the slide. That wasn't explicitly put together there. What we meant by that is so the platform also has like an analytics where the creators, when you create, you can see the courses that are doing well, your courses that are being bought, or your courses that are being bought and used. So it just helps you to know that these are the areas that I do better in, and you focus better on those areas. Yeah.
So I think, okay, I think that's something that you need to think through, because if I am going to trust your platform, I need to know that I'm getting good quality, because anyone can just come on and put anything on, and people are getting wrong information and being taught, what's it called, something that is not correct. And when that happens, what that now means is that the trust level that people have, because at first, if I don't know, I don't need to, I mean, if I know, I don't need to learn. Do you get what I mean? I'm coming to your platform because I don't know the information that is correct, and I need to trust that your platform has, the system has correct information. But if I'm coming to you and I've got information that I now eventually find out is incorrect, you would have derailed me in my career path and in what I want to do. And, it's going to then get out there and then make the whole, do you get what I mean?
Yes, I totally understand. Yes. Yeah.
So there definitely needs to be a way to manage that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Do I have any other questions? I feel like if I sit down and look at it, I'll have more questions. But I think I'll just leave it as that. But yeah, good job, team. Like I said, Trefford also has something similar. Maybe they don't have AI, so let me see and favor. Wink, wink. This is call to action for AI automated thingy. But yeah, good job, guys. I think that'll be all from me.
Thank you so much, Team Boots. Well done, Tega, Victoria, Besimi. Well done, guys. So, Omotayo, are we good to go concerning the scores?
Yeah. I think we are.
Right.
Okay, and before you get there, let me just drop off. Thanks everyone for having me. Sorry, I'm sounding a bit odd this morning. I don't know what's up.
All right. Thank you so much, Omotayo. Thank you for taking our time to join us today. I wish you speedy recovery.
Yeah, thank you.
So take care of yourself.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So I think back to this scores. So let me just share my screen. Very close. Can you confirm you can see my screen? Oh, Sibisola, no poll for our panel. Okay, so we're supposed to have two panelists join us today, which is Omotayo and Ebon. If we all know Ebon, I think she taught us introduction to product documentation, but some things came up, so she could not make it. All right, so I think we have this course here already, and as you can see, I think Team Stars has the highest score, star point of 22.5. So let's see how Omotayo graded us. Okay, so we have like 6 criteria here. So how valid is the problem and solution to this problem? Okay, so Team Synergy had 7 points as it stars as it. Okay. Second one, how will we make money? Like how viable is the business model? Team Synergy has 8, Team Good 7, Team Stars 6. Third criteria, how scalable is the product? Okay. Team Synergy has 7, Good at 7, and Team Stars has 8. Fourth one, what will the MVP be and like what does the roadmap look like? So Synergy has 5 points, Stars 7 points, Stars has 7 points. So the fifth one, how well does your product fit into the market? Okay. Team Synergy has 8 points, Team Good 7, Team Stars 8. Then based on communication, timing, and presentation. Okay. She awarded Team Synergy 5 marks, that is 5/10. Team Boots 8, and Stars 8. Okay. So these are the total points for Team Synergy. We have 20 points. Team Boots, we have 22. Team Stars, we have 20. So congratulations to Team Stars. Well, congratulations to also. I would like to say congratulations to like Team Stars. Like you guys really. Let me so wait, I can see notification. I can't hear. You want to say something?
No,
There is
we're just
anything.
chatting in our private chat.
All right. Okay. So I'll send a screenshot of this page to us on WhatsApp. So I think, yeah, that brings us to the end of the demo day. Thank you all for joining. And, thank you all for like, wait, I was even expecting to see some like reactions in the comment section. Team Stars, what's wrong? You guys not happy? All right. So well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. Thank you for, taking out time to like work on the project despite our busy schedules and all of that. So thank you. And Team Boots, thank you for showing up because I was kind of like, will these people be able to like present something? Like, will you guys be able to come up with something? But you guys like, through my mind and you guys, showed up. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think we'll be back for our career session by 1 p.m. with Esther. Yeah, so reaction. Be back for our career session with Esther by 1 p.m. So do well to like make yourself available because it's going to be a very insightful session. Okay, so I think that is all from my hand. So do you have any questions, observations? Also, let me talk about the assessment. Okay, so I think by Monday, open the assessment page for you to be able to take the assessment. Once you are done taking the assessment, you need to get your. Yeah, so I think that is all from my hand. So do we have any questions, like comments, feedback?
I wanted to say that I'll not be available for the other part. Thanks so much, Emisi.
Right. So I think I should do a recording of that. So I'll try to like upload it on the LMS. Okay. Thank you so much. So do we have any questions, comments, feedback? If you have any questions, please ask me. Like, just ask me. Sarah, are you saying something? But I keep saying notifications, although I know it
Hi,
is on your
Missy.
still. Yes, I can hear you.
This
Hi.
was the name of the person that did
I think it's
like a full
Omotayo.
name.
Omotayo Dada, the fintech product manager at Flutterwave. So do you have any comments, questions, feedback? I'd like to hear from us. And I was like, how has been the experience? I'd like to hear from us. So please, I don't want to call names. It's like the final weekend. So like, how has the experience been right from the first week to this very moment?
Sorry, hi, Missy. I don't know if I was the one that was mistaken. I thought it was going to be a 12-week course. I mean, not just with the course, but also with the mentorship. So how is the mentorship going to happen?
All right. So for this particular course, the 13th course, was like 8 weeks. Yes, the core bootcamp spans for like 8 weeks. But because we're not able to like do the mentorship session like within that 8 weeks, so we're going to have like 2 weeks mentorship session like after this weekend. So hopefully we'll be able to like get like our facilitators on board. So, like after this weekend now, I think we'll be having like just 2 mentorship sessions. That'll be on Sundays. Yeah, on Sundays. So let's just say total of like 10 weeks.
Okay,
You
thank
get
you.
that? Right.
Sorry, hi, Missy. How does the
Yeah.
mentorship session work? Like, what does it entail, really?
Okay, so it's just for us to like come around and we'll bring like an expert, like someone that is very vast in the field. Just, you get to ask questions, like just, the questions you've been wanting to ask, just like get to ask the person. So just some sort of like guidance. Now that you guys are done with the classes, like the bootcamp, so what's the way forward? Like how to, like apply for like new roles, stuff like just some sort of guidance. Did you get that?
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, so it's just for 2 Sundays, I think 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Get the information across to you.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. What else do we have? So please, do we have any other questions? Hi, Victoria.
No question.
Right. Hello, mommy. Nice to hear your voice today.
Hi, Missy.
And I would love to see our faces, but I guess nobody wants to, turn on their video feed. Okay, so in the absence of okay. So I think I'm done. I'm done with this session. So I guess we'll be back by 1 p.m. Bye for now. Let's try to get rest and have breakfast. We did not have breakfast. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Well done.